Right then, it's the 7th. We've got the full moon in Virgo. I've done the full moon read. You should have that up last night. It's important, and so is the song, because it says you've got to lead the way. And I know this song very, very well. So it is Smokey, going back some years. You've got to lead the way. Is actually, if you think you know how to love me. But the words they're giving me is you've got to lead the way. So nobody's going to do this for you. You've got to take the first step. And you got to want it. And you got to believe it. And you got to be it. So let's see what they want us to know. The 7th is Chariot. It is the home, the family unit, Cancer energy, vehicles. And we need it in the upright. So here we go, Spirit. Let's do this. Absolutely beautiful. I am sorry about not getting the, we're a long way off. Not getting the monthlies out quick enough that you know what's going on. Most of you anyway. And there won't be any Astral DJs, but what I will try and do is some extra reads with Astral DJ. We should be back to normal next month, hope to God. But I think everybody's going through the same upheavals. There's a lot going on. So, here we go. So we're coming to the end of a 10-year cycle. That's what they keep telling me. This is going to cost us, emotionally or financially. Either way, this is 10 years, an ending of security, either emotionally or financially. Someone needs your blessing, and it may be that you need to give yourself the blessing. Allow yourself this. 8 or 26, so tomorrow could be important. Power struggles. You are strong enough to get through this. You may be taking on a Leo, or you may be taming the beast within yourself. You have the power to open people up or shut them up at will. This is heart and back. This is karma. This is about strength and courage and backbone. Heart, emotional or physical, and it's healing. Your inner child wants to come out to play. Your inner child wants to take a walk on the wild side. They don't want to be a slave to the job. You see that child is unhappy. That could be one of your children or yourself. Slogging your guts out, burning the candle at both ends, 8 years isn't doing it. And unfortunately, this power struggle needs to be left behind. You need to get back the reins of your life. You're out of balance. Your shadow and your light are not working together. There could be medical issues, so girls, check yourselves. This is vehicle problems. Don't buy one. There is mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines, travel delays, accidents, emergency vehicles. It could be someone that's passed in a vehicle crash. There is a bond here that will never be broken. And maybe that's the problem. 2 months. We don't feel worthy or we feel ungrateful. We're reassessing our lives. We are deciding what needs to go. We're weeding out, especially if you might be a gardener. There is things that need tending to. The crop, things didn't turn out how you'd like. Suck it up, buttercup. That's how life is sometimes. Stop comparing yourself to other people. This was in the, was big in the full moon read. 7 years, so we've got 7, 8 and 10 years. Finances, career, emotional security, all taking a knock. And you've been wasting your time and you know it. Banging your head against a brick wall and getting nowhere. So, it's time for courage. Dig deep. And some of us think we haven't got anything left in us. Well, that's a lie. Because Spirit is saying you have. There it is. It trumps all the rest of the cards because that major arcana is neutral. It's today's. That's the only major arcana in the deck. So it's telling me that you are strong enough. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough, you're not old enough, you're not young enough, you're not rich enough. Whatever it is. You're not clever enough. You're lying to yourself. And you're wasting your time doing it. So that's that lecture over. Boy, oh boy. So if something happens tomorrow that pushes you to your limit, it's time for you to have the courage to end it. Don't keep wasting your time and effort on something. Take back control of your life. You aren't here to live other people's lives. Yep, some of you will be turning your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true, going against everything you've ever said. Leaving the material behind and going on a spiritual quest. Sometimes I get this with people going on a gap year. It is travelling within. It's your gut instinct. It's the lockdown card, but it is saying, no more. We're not doing this anymore. Health issues will be healed. Going with your gut instinct. 9 or 27, Virgo energy. Yeah, there is a tall, handsome stranger. That's the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger entering your life. An immature fire sign. But somebody who's courageous enough to take action. And he may be bearing gifts. Yeah, somebody's playing mind games. Definitely. Lies, deceit, concealment. For at least a week. It's a puzzle. It's a mind fog. Yeah, and it's making you restless. You have options, you have to decide. But the trouble with this is there's no guarantee of the outcome. So rather than do it anyway, regardless of the outcome, you're staying in your comfort zone, living in a dream world, keeping your options open. There it is, they've given us today's card, so they've doubled up now. The message is clear. We've got it all here. Today's card. This is saying a new vehicle may be needed. You have to take back control of your life and get back on track. Stop waiting and hoping for someone to save you or someone to make your life better. You do it yourself. 7 or 25, massively important now. Cancer energy. Again, there's another person bearing gifts. We've got the fire sign, now we've got the earth sign. Could be 2 children, a fire and an earth sign child. Both bearing gifts, both come knocking. The door's open to that one. This one, the door's closed. So, are you going to answer it? Both messengers. One takes action, one's very slow. Maybe there was 2 slow. And they missed out because this one got there first. It's the checks in the post. It's the postman, communications, parcels. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And that means that now a bond is broken. This bond is broken because you take back control of your life. And maybe that's what stopped you doing it, because you knew that this would end that bond between you and a child, between you and a partner, between you and a work colleague, whatever it is. You need to come out of this nightmare. That door's been open for you to just walk through. You stayed in that prison 9 weeks. Both of those were mentioned in the new moon read. There's no coincidences, not where I come from. So there's the song says, if you think you know how to love me, you've got to show them. You've got to show somebody how to love you by loving yourself. But saying what you will and won't accept. Refusing whatever it is you don't want. Following your own path. If they want to walk beside you, that's up to them. But you don't need them to make you happy. Be it work, be it people, be it governments, whatever it is. You are in charge of your life. You decide what you will and won't put up with. Yeah, because, again, this was in the full moon read. You have been putting so much effort in for at least 8 years. Not getting any rewards for yourself. Feeding others' egos. It's Cinderella. You can't go to the ball because they won't let you. Somebody may be blocked. Yeah, so you have to make a decision. This too was in the full moon read. And you've seen me shuffle and you've seen the different decks. This is stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well do what makes you happy. Children could be involved, which makes it harder. If you do that, if you make a decision and you stick to it, there's no going back. Once you've made that decision, you will be successful. But while you're dithering and not being able to decide what you're going to do, there'll be no success and you'll never be happy. Yeah, somebody's being mortally wounded or will be mortally wounded by your choices. There's conflict and competition here. It could be you that's mortally wounded, but you can't blame people for wanting to live their life the way they want to live it. And your ego might be saying, but that's not what I want. Well, hard luck. A change is coming. 5 days. You will have learned some hard lessons and you will have come out that other side stronger than ever before. It might be that you're overcoming an addiction. It might be university, study. It might be issues with the hips and thighs that need healing, operations, whatever it is. But when you come out the other side, you will not be alone and you will be a lot stronger. Patience and balance is needed. The 14th, positive energy. No two ways about it. So, Sagittarius energy. Breaking new ground. You can't keep taking the same path. We've been over this for the past God knows how many years. You will keep coming round to that crossroads until you make a decision to take a different path. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. You have to change your mindset. New path, new beginning. 2 days. And then there will be either a house move, a celebration, a wedding, something worth celebrating. So, your choice. Happy home life. Gossip. is another thing that's probably keeping you, holding you back, because you're frightened of what other people will say. Problems with that fire sign child. So, let's have a look. Can't make it up, can you? 7th house on the 7th. Libra energy. Justice. It's about partners. The 31. Partnerships, bonds. Yeah, justice will be served. Whether you're on the right side of that justice is up to you. Marriage is neither heaven or hell, it's simply purgatory. The name Abraham and Lincoln could be important. I think Abraham's on the money, isn't he? So it's about bindings, shackles if you like, whether emotional or domestic or lawful. What is right, what is permissible. It's the significant other, which includes friends, family, peer groups. It can mean significant others such as co-workers. It's about fairness, balance and the law. It's also the house of open enemies. It usually means one of two things. Either issues dealing with partners or significant others, or court cases and legal issues. It's a neutral card, much like Libra itself. It strives for balance. The trouble is it sees both sides of an argument. Pisces or Neptune is not there, but it was in the full moon read. So some partnerships will be slowly dissolving or fading, like the shoreline of the sea, erasing names that were written in the sand. Misinformation or lying, which we've got there. The Ace of Swords, wherever it's gone. Lies. Maybe part of it. It's not a good time to do that. The end result may not be what you'd hope for, or is one that might drag on, again ending over time in a dissolving way with no real closure. Power struggles, definitely. Issues of domination and control, yes, with the Cancer card in reverse, yes. Legal rulings. Dispassionate or odd partners may even be bisexual lovers or those from an entirely different background. Or a court case could get disputed or have an unusual or totally unexpected result. This is a full heart blessing now in your romantic or domestic partnerships if the Cancer card is there, which it is. So for Cancers especially, it could be a different story. Could also denote coming out well in finances, or at least material ways in a court case. It means engagements, marriages, which is there. Relationships moving to the next level, whether that be going to divorce or just getting married. Because it may be your Saturn return. Getting ready for more serious relationships. In dysfunctional or unhealthy relationships, it may be time to move on. That includes work situations. So, Number 9 again. So, turning your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true. And we have it. Peace and a gentle movement forwards. So peace of mind. That's the most important thing. Without that, you have nothing. So, the Peace Walker is an elemental who resides on the earth plane to help raise awareness, to help others find their way home. There are many elementals who have chosen to walk this path to help humanity, all of nature and its many beings. They sometimes find it very difficult in human form, but understand that it is for a greater purpose. At this time, our worlds are all connected, but this may not always be so, because we are destroying what beauty we have in this world. This is the concern of spirit, and they carry this task, and it's not an easy one. Peace Walkers ask you to take up the challenge and do what you can to help raise the consciousness of humanity. Where can you set an example to educate, inspire others, and look after nature? Where in life can you change your habits that have impacted on this plane? We cannot do this alone. We need all who are willing to listen. Another message by drawing this card is one of finding peace. Peace is essential in this day and age. To help us through the stresses of everyday life, it sometimes seems that stress and being busy is taking precedence over being calm and nurturing ourselves. There seems to be less time for ourselves, and we are time poor, tired and running on empty. This in itself is not suitable unless we balance, which is the Sagittarius card, bringing balance, the scales by finding peace and calm, which means finding time to let this in, because our external environment reflects our internal environment. By finding peace within ourselves, we can create peace in our external environment and vice versa. So make some time for yourself, where you can just sit and be. Meditate if it helps. Find your center. Get out into nature where we can emanate calm. It is infectious to others, and we receive back calm in answer to the energy we send out. Help others find their peace. If this is the one thing you feel you can do to make the difference in this world, the more we find peace, the more we find peace on a collective scale. Become centered and able to handle situations better. Don't let things in your head. Bring balance back into your life and make time for you. Beautiful. Let's have a rune then. And it's the big fat kiss. And that is a message of love from Spirit. There's no denying that one. So, we've had this before, haven't we? There it is. Giba. The giving and receiving of gifts. What did I say? Both of those chaps have got gifts, haven't they? It's been very important in society. As a gesture of mutual respect and a symbol of fondness, the custom is meant to bind people together. This may be why we still mark affectionate letters with an X to denote a kiss, while in previous ages, when most people were illiterate, documents, so legal documents, were signed with an X to signify an acceptance of a contract or agreement. Bringing the aspect of relationships to the fore, Gibo signifies both the donor and the recipient of the gift. So, it could be organ donors as well. All will be well, but only as long as there are conditions, so your boundaries are in place, and both parties know the limits of their agreement. Even if nothing material is actually given, the payment for the gift may come in the form of a simple gratitude. But if that is withheld, then resentment and quarrels will be result. So in the case of a relationship, you've been ungrateful. What did I say? It's either ungrateful or unworthy. So the same applies to the giver. A present should be given with an open heart, with no expectations in return. Otherwise, the giver will feel forced into an obligation and recipient will feel worthless. So in the case of a relationship where somebody's kept and in the end they don't feel that they are worthy and the other person feels ungrateful of their time, when Gibo appears, it is certain that you will feel honour bound to help someone out very soon, possibly buying a new car. However, it is important to judge exactly how much you should help. You don't want to enable them, especially with addicts. After all, if you are too generous, then this needy person may become over-reliant upon you. And if you're not generous enough, you could be considered a skinflint and your reputation will suffer. So, but don't give if you can't give with an open heart. It's as simple as that. We have got some extra time, so I think what we'll do is have an angel card. Yeah, opportunity knocks, and it is knocking because we've got 2 pages there. Messages are coming your way. So, we are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way, so grab every opportunity. Drawing this angel card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it's up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. So be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, take the action. There's one. And where's the other chap? He's a bit slower. He still gets there in the end. Where's he gone? There he is, knocking on them doors. One will inevitably be open to you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door that was previously locked has now been opened to crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. Are you ready for these opportunities? Not sure if some of you are. We've been going around this in circles for a very long time. So let's see. Pluto, the unknown. 8th house is Scorpio. Something has to end so something new can begin. And Aquarius, which is wishes and dreams. So, the reproductive organs and shared resources, funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property, the colour black. Funerals cannot be ruled out. Births, interaction, shared resources, birth, death, rebirth, regeneration, sexual union, integration, self-sacrifice, expanded awareness, inheritances, and other people's money. And metaphysics. And if you do inherit something, somebody will try and take it from you. So, Pluto, which we know, don't we, that not every sign is in that because it's so slow. So, no, it's not Pluto. It's Neptune. Oh, damn. So, martyrdom. Playing the victim or the martyr, what did I say? Thinking that'll get you what you want, it won't. So, this placement aspires to humanitarianism and has a vision for a better world. The danger lies in confusing ideologies with rational thought. So don't live in a dream world. Make sure that it's based in the practical and that you can make it happen. All these psychotic rich people that think they can make this brave new world, it isn't practical. Simple as that. So we have to decide what we're going to say yes to and what we're going to say no to. So think on. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for your patience. I am getting there.